Hey guys, welcome back to another awesome video where we're going through the starter decks from Outsiders from Flesh and Blood. We've now got Azalea. Thank you, Living Realms, for passing over these awesome starter decks. You can go pick them up from Living Realms. If you're a patron, you get 5% off as well. Let's crack open Azalea. Azalea. I don't know why I was going to say someone else there. So, Azalea. How cool is this? So she's another ranger. Cold and calculating. Load, aim, draw, fire. One shot is all it takes. And that's true. That's true. Because Azalea's ability is being able to pump up an arrow and using her ability to swap a card out and then making that arrow have dominate. And that's when, one shot literally is all it takes. Let's crack this open. All right, let's have a look here. We have Azalea. We've got Barb Castaways, good solid bow for the set. And we've got the Crow's Nest, a very new cool addition for Azalea. Every time you're able to put a card face up on top of your deck, so every time you put a card face up from your deck into the arsenal, you can pay one and you can put an aim counter on arrows. What is that? Well, once we go through the cards, we'll see. We've got Wayfire Crest, so if you block, look at the top card of a target hero's deck. So you can pick the opponent. Most of the time, though, probably want to pick your own. So you know that you can Azalea properly. Threadbare Tunic, solid card. If you've got no cards in hand, break that, get a resource. Braces of Belief. Really, really great card. It's basically another way of being able to look at the top of your deck. And at the same time, you get a buff. Pretty good. So this was a cool Arcane Rising card. And an Iron Rock Legs. Nice. Good Welcome to Rave card. Solid. So let's go for the arrows. We're going to move Azalea out of the way because from the Riptide video, I realise we're going to be filling up this space full of cards. Let's move that there. Right. Falcon Wing. Good solid card. 0 cost with 3. Go again. Really good. Oh, red infecting shot. That's very good. One of the strongest card arrows in Outsiders for sure. Murkmire Grapple, that's really good. 0 for 4, nice and easy. Ooh, Salvage Shot. Very good, very good. Sedation Shot. Very nice. Okay, Skybound Shot. 1 for 4, 1 for 5. If it has an aim count, it gets +1. So it'll be overall, really, when you start adding it up. 1 to play the arrow, 1 to use the bow, 1 for the aim count. So it's a 3 for 6. It's okay. It's okay. But sometimes you just need to push through. Spire Sniping, this card, oh my god, for Azalea, so important, such a good card. When Spire Sniping is put or turned face up into the arsenal, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, then put them back in any order. So it's not an opt where you get to put them back to the bottom of your deck, but it's just a good way to really find that arrow, making sure you get that one shot. Widowmaker, really good. It's like a it reminds me, it's very much of a brute card. If you're not sure though, go check out some brute cards. There's a brute card that goes if you block with 2 cards, the card buff is lowered. But this is defense reactions can't be played on Widowmaker's Chain Link. Strong, and if you defend with 2 cards, so that can include the armor. But if you defend with 2 cards, it has +3. So solid. Withering Shot. Oh, so we've got all the infecting arrows. I'm going to move them across so we can get them all together. So we've got all 3 of the red big arrows. Ravenous Rabble, solid, but very, 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 very good card for Ranger. Especially, it's just again another way of being able to look at the top of your deck, so you can make sure you got that arrow for Azalea's ability. Seek Horizons. That's really good as an additional cost. You may put a card from your hand to the top of your deck, so you can put that arrow in. And if you do, it gets go again. Really good. Right, Fletch Red Tail. Your next arrow that has +4, so 1 for 4, +4, it's really strong. And it has an aim counter on it. Red cards have -1 while defending. Ooh, okay, that's really strong. 1 for 4, aim counter, and your red cards block worse. Okay, that's really strong. Scout the Periphery, another very, very strong card, I think, for Azalea. Again, making sure you can look at the top card of your deck so that you can be able to, play that arrow, that one shot. So we've got Sedation Shot yellow. Another Spire Sniping. That's very good. Very good, strong card. So I love to see that there in the starter set for Azalea. Falcon Wing Blue. Good solid blue. Sedation Shot Blue. Oh, okay. We've got all the Sedation Shots. Oh, fantastic. You got all the Spire Snipings in all the colours. Oh, this is solid. Scout the Periphery Blue. And we've got some Toxicity as well, just for good measure. Right, and then you get your tokens. So some includes to upgrade this hero. If you're playing Azalea, if you can, get red in the ledger. Get red in the ledger. It is so strong. Being able to have that on hit of the opponent can only play one action. That's it. Just one action done. So strong. Just it's the most nuttiest card ever. And then the next one I'll probably look at is not the Death Whistle. So you can find red in the ledger. Those two things are one of the most powerful aspects of Azalea. She does like the bow. This can work. The bow is really solid for a starter set, but at the same time, if you're going to look at upgrading for Azalea as well, getting the Death Dealer, just to draw a card. It is her classic. It is her bow. It's one of the strongest aspects of. It's one of the strongest bows, to be honest. If I was a ranger, I'd pick up either of them. The Death Dealer to use it. So it's just so good. And a couple of upgrading cards as well. Murkmire Grapple. I put probably if you're going to go grab a Drill Shot. Drill Shot's a really solid card. And having some buff cards as well, some really good strong buff cards. Like the Outsider set has the Lace with Blood Rot, Lace with Inertia, Lace with Frailty. Really solid cards that just help push over the just get those on hits. It's crazy, right? But overall, I think this starter set, it's actually really strong. Really strong. I like the fact that they've put Toxicity in here as well. Being able to actually get that setup turn of just going, okay, Toxicity, put in these arrows, they have Dominate, boom, there you go, and lose loads of health. But I'd look at trying to get some buff cards. This is a buff card, that's a really good one there. Buff cards are really strong as well. Probably looking at swapping the Seek Horizons for, like I said, one of the infecting buff cards like Lace with Blood Rot is probably the first one. I would also probably, like I said, swap them for Drill Shot. Skybout Shot, I'd look at swapping them out as well for another, probably the red in the ledger potentially. These Sedation Shot, Infecting Shot, Withering Shot, solid. I like them. Right, they're pretty good, solid cards to use. I do also like in the Riptide deck that you have the Searing Shot. That's another really good card you can include as well. Have a play around, have a look. But Ravenous Rabble and all these ones, solid. Overall, really good starter deck. You can go and pick this up at Living Realms. They have all the starter decks. Some of them are sold out, but they're quickly going to restock it. And you can get the Outsiders box set as well. Thank you so much, guys, and enjoy playing at your armories.